There's been a huge shift in how you target people, specifically online. You see, when these platforms were first starting, they would have very, very direct targeting where if you chose to put your message in front of specific people, you were able to do just that. Very similar to how you could pick a direct mail list back in the day and mail it specifically to those people. Well, as the platforms evolved, instead of letting the advertiser be in the driver's seat, they're now putting the algorithm in the driver's seat. And I first learned about this because I went in and I targeted my interest stack that had been the most profitable for me. And instead of saying, hey, you can target these people specifically, they now said, hey, this is an audience suggestion for us to put our ads in front of. And instead of having a 1,000,000-person audience, which was like the perfect audience for me, it was now like a 50,000,000-person audience. And I found that I started to get more and more trash and unqualified prospects coming through my funnel. And so the way that they're doing it nowadays is they're coming with a more broad targeting approach where you might have heard the term like Chad media buying, where you just go in and you say, 18 to 65, maybe a lookalike stack on there, otherwise just let it rip, right? And so the reason that they're doing that is because when they let the algorithm do the targeting, they learn more about their users than they would if they were letting you do the targeting. Because Meta, for example, has 52,000 data points on each user. So with that being said, the targeting is now done in the creative, right? Who you call out in the ad, what's being said in the ad, on the landing page, but also on the data that you send back to the platform. So let me give you an example. Let's say that you're trying to do the old targeting method, right? And you probably send somebody to a landing page where they can put in their name and their email. Well, if 90% of the people that are coming through are not qualified, Facebook does not know the difference between somebody who's qualified and somebody who's unqualified. So that data gets sent back to the algorithm, and the algorithm says, okay, cool, here's the traffic that's hitting the thank you page, for example. Let's get more people like them. Okay, and it's a trash in, trash out type of game. The new way, for example, what we do with our clients, what we do with myself, is that when someone goes to that landing page, we have a conditional logic in place that can be, like a drop-down question of, hey, are you a business owner? Or, hey, what are you currently making per month? And based on how they answer that question, it will either kick them out completely or send them to a downsell, and none of that data gets sent back to the algorithm. So it gets filtered out and the algorithm cannot optimize around that bad data. However, if somebody does qualify based on how they answer those questions, they will get pushed through to, a booking page or what have you. And that information, the good data, gets sent back to the algorithm, and it becomes a flywheel where the better data that gets sent through, the better the better the algorithm can now optimize the ads and show the ads to better prospects over time. So this is the new way to target and attract wealthy clients in 2024. And if you're interested in learning more, then go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And if you want help doing this for your own firm, then click the link down below to fill out an application. And if you qualify, book a call and we'll see if we can help.